Good morning. I come to you under cover of darkness. I'm sitting in traffic here. I'm almost to the shop in the morning here. It's Friday morning, but there's a long line of traffic that's barely moving. And it's because I work kind of out here in the agriculture area of town. And there's a lot of field workers that need to get out this way early in the morning to start working. And so that's why there's this traffic here, this random traffic. So I'm going to take this opportunity to show you a knife. I was going to do it once I got to the shop, but I'm not going to have time now. So this is something from Remette. I haven't checked out too many of their knives. You know, in fact, they were one of the first companies to send me a knife. It was a long time ago, in the beginning stages of the channel. And I think that was the last time they sent me something, but I know they've improved a lot since then. I've seen some videos and stuff of some of their knives. They do like titanium frame locks now, and like pretty quality stuff from what I see. So they hit me up, asked me if I wanted to look at this one. I said, yeah, for sure. So I didn't pay for this. They sent it to me free of charge. And I was just looking at their website. It doesn't really have a name. They're weird with their knife names. It's just like a series of numbers and letters. I think they should change that. But I will link it down below so you can go click on that and check. It is $55. I've already looked at this. I'm pretty impressed. So we got like some black and green layered G10. I'm gonna put some better video cut in here so you can get a better look. It's got an orange like a layer in there between the green and the liners. Looks pretty good. It's got a pretty decent pocket clip. Not deep carry, but it works well. Perfectly centered. We got like this lanyard kind of loop deal integrated into the back spacer. And we have thumb studs and a front flipper. And check this out. It's really smooth and it has a really good detent. Let me get up here and stop. There we go. So the thumb studs have like this kind of blue tint to them. They look pretty good. The front flipper's got a hole in it. Not necessary. I think it looks kind of cool though. The front flipper works really well. You got a ton of leverage. The jimping isn't the grippiest jimping, but you almost don't really need it. As I slip off. Yeah, maybe a little grippier would have been better, but it's fine. The thumb studs are my favorite though. The detent is so good on this. You know, there's something about a thumb stud knife with a good detent where there's no like follow through pushing with your thumb. You just barely break it and it just pops. It's so cool, man. It feels so good. Let me try to get a better angle here. See what I mean? Like I'm not pushing out with my thumb too far out this way. I'm just barely breaking the detent. And it just pops. So good. You can do reverse flick too off the thumb stud pretty easily. So action, great, really good. And on the drop, very smooth. Really smooth. No blade play, rock freaking solid too. So the design itself, I think is pretty good. The ergos are really nice. I don't feel any hot spots just gripping the knife right now. I don't feel anything. It's a pretty big knife. I got a little extra handle here, and I love this choke up kind of deal. There's no defined choil area. It's just a nice open real estate kind of handle. Just, you can put your hand anywhere. You can be a little farther back, you can be right here, you can be really choked up, however you want, and it's comfortable in any of those positions. The blade stock's on the thin side too. Pretty thin behind the edge as well. This should be a pretty good cutter. Pretty typical drop point blade shape. The sharpening choil is done well. See, we got a nice bit of separation there between this thick part of the plunge grind and the edge terminations way down here. That's great. The lock bar access is pretty good. It could be a little more generous, but I don't have any trouble getting in there. I don't feel like I'm really cramming my thumb in there at all. It just feels quality, man. I will compare this to like a Kaiser, because they're oftentimes right around the same price point. In fact, this is even a little cheaper. I think a lot of Kaisers these days are more like 65, 75, maybe even a little bit higher than that. This is 55. And I really think, as far as the fit and finish, quality of action, smoothness, is right there with Kaiser, maybe even slightly better. At least, Kaiser has a shit ton of knives, so it's hard to say for all of them, but at least for a lot of them, this is even a little smoother with even a little bit better detent than some Kaisers. Really good, man. I actually am really digging this. I think it's a very good price. The blade steel is 14C, 28N. I think it's a good looking knife. It's got a little more belly here than I typically like, but it's fine. Oh yeah, you have like a bead blasted bevel and swedge, and then the satin flat there. Looks pretty good. Got some contrast, This comes in a few different color options. It also comes in a titanium version too. I wonder how that is. But yeah, I really think for $55, this is, I really have no complaints. I kind of wish there was a deep carry pocket clip. This is kind of like a Hinderer style clip. Let me put it in my hands real quick and see how she feels. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I don't really need it to be deep carry. I thought there wouldn't be enough room to get my seam under that, but actually it worked. So yeah, I really, honestly, I don't really have any complaints. I really don't. It seems pretty tight too. Like the tolerances in the handle seem pretty tight. It looks good, man. It really looks good. Huge difference between this and that first Remette that they sent me way back in the day. It had a weird name too. Someone's gonna remember in the comments. I can't remember. It had a weird name. But man, they have improved a lot. So that's it. A new Remette for y'all to look at. I don't really carry budget knives that often anymore at all. But that doesn't mean I can't appreciate them and, tell you that if it's a good one or not. Because I know some of you guys like to carry budget knives now and again. And I think for the price, this is really good. I like the design. Really snappy detent. Really smooth. Look at that, dude. That's false shut. That's 100% false shut. No nudging it, no shakes. Just 100% false shut. Crazy. And rock solid lockup. So, there you go. Remette. Thanks for watching. Like the video before you leave. Thank you.